What's up, boys? We are at the bowl game season, which means half these, actually over 95% of these games don't even matter, but we're going to do our best job at picking them, and we're going to get all of them right. Just kidding. I'm going to get all of them right. The other scrubs are probably going to miss some games.
Ron, you went...
That was a water bottle.
Yes. No. We're trying to be sponsored, remember?
Oh, yeah. Smirnoff.
It was a Smirnoff Ice.
Red, white, and berry, because we do support the troops. But...
That's why you kneel during the anthem?
Oh, my God. This is
I have video proof that they knelt during the anthem.
This is your main host. This is your main host, Ryan Nixon, along with...
Robbie.
Savannah. And...
I'm picking bitches.
Atwood.
Atwood. He's always late, so...
To everything.
Alright, so... what we say we just jump right into it. We're going to do it a little bit different this time. We're going to make some rapid fire picks. And for anyone that wants to be in our PodBoi Bowl Pick'em, that's a mouthful. And I even missed the podcast part. We will be posting a link on Twitter along with this podcast. So
come into our Bowl Mania and beat us. Show us you know more about football than we do, because obviously we don't. Our picks are wrong a lot.
You know what? Whoever has the best of our listeners, whoever has the best win-loss thing, I'll let you join on for a podcast.
We'll give you one free Smirnoff.
A single
one.
And I'll make sure you can pick whatever podcast you want to be on. It can be the Trojans' best week.
It's against Notre Dame.
Yeah, and all y'all were canceled for not making it that week. So, yeah, the Trojans didn't even make a bowl game this year.
I want to point out that earlier in the season, Savannah said, I'm going to pick them every week because they're going to go above 500, so I'll at least get more than half right.
Wrong.
Did I pick them every game?
Yes.
Except for one, I think.
Oh, I picked them every game.
Yeah.
You may have picked them every game.
I tried to. Sometimes I forget, but
But they did not go over 500.
Well, I still got like 40% right. It's close enough.
No.
Alright, so we're in a awkward game situation here because I really don't know about either of these teams. So here comes the first BS pick. We have the Air Force Reserve Celebration Bowl. It's a celebration of two HBCU universities, North Carolina A&T Aggies and the Alcorn State Braves. I'm just going to go with the upset here, Alcorn State.
I'm going to go North Carolina A&T.
North Carolina A&T.
A&T.
Alright, the first of our rapid picks is done. We got a lot of random named bowls. We have the Auto Nation Cure Bowl, the Tulane Green Wave.
The what?
The Green Wave.
How you say it?
Tulane.
It's
Tulane.
Tulane.
Okay.
You'll say Chew.
Just for that, I'm taking their opponent, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. UL Lafayette.
Well, I have a dynasty with Tulane going on right now, so I'm rolling my boys in Louisiana.
Raging Cajuns.
That's just fun to say.
It is.
We're going Raging Cajun.
Alright.
Canceled.
Alright. It's our...
We're
3 games in, and now we have our second Aggies team. The Gildan, New Mexico Bowl.
Versus another green team.
This is all canceled. We have the Utah State Aggies, who I think just got a new head coach, versus North Texas Mean Green. And I know that North Texas has a nice stadium because I got a ton of mail from them whenever I was in my recruiting stages. But I'm taking the Utah State Aggies because I grew up on a farm. I don't know. They just shot a ton of mail to me. North Texas did. Wrong school in Texas. I want to go to TCU, not North Texas.
I'm going with the Aggies also.
Aggies.
Utah State Aggies.
All right. Our first Power 5 team. We have the 7-5 Arizona State Sun Devils against 11-2 Fresno State Bulldogs in the Mitsubishi Motors Las Vegas Bowl.
Mitsubishi.
Who makes this up? Like,
It's Mitsubishi.
I don't care. I'm taking Fresno State.
Go Dogs!
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Atwood.
Go Dogs.
Atwood, are you making these picks as we go?
No, I've already got them picked.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
I don't.
You've been
Guess I
complaining about it also.
I should pay attention to what I actually picked on the app.
All right. Now we have the Raycom Media Camellia Bowl. I don't know. I will say there's a 100% chance that the Eagles win this game. Now, whether it's the Georgia Southern or the Eastern Michigan, I have no idea. But I would take the 9-3 team all day over a 7-5 team. Georgia Southern.
Because who gives a damn about either team?
I'm going with the Fighting Emus.
Okay.
I'm going with Eastern Michigan.
Where's your emus?
It's Eastern Michigan University.
Their initials is
Oh.
Emu.
Yeah, I'm going to go Georgia Southern.
I'm rolling Georgia Southern.
All right. Maybe our first one that we slow down a little bit on.
Bowl of the year.
The R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl. Or R+L, however you want to read it. You know what? Upset alert. Even though
Oh my god.
92% of the people have picked Appalachian State, it's coming back to the Middle Tennessee State because Appalachian's not a state. Blue Raiders by 50.
Wrong.
It's a bold prediction, Cotton.
Appy State big.
True Blue.
Yeah, True Blue.
That's all I got to say. True Blue.
Atwood,
Appalachian State.
you're canceled.
Big.
You're canceled.
3 touchdowns big.
Y'all just wait and see.
I'm just saying I called UAB bouncing back
Brent.
and beating them.
Brent's going to come out there and whoop some
Yeah,
ass.
He's going to throw more touchdowns to the other team than he is his own.
Okay, whatever. Do
Okay,
one of
cool,
y'all-
hook 'em.
Yeah, okay, cool. I don't even know how to pronounce this. It's the Cheribundi Boca Raton
Who
Bowl.
cares?
UAB Blazers versus Northern Illinois Huskies. You know what? Just home field advantage because Birmingham is closer than Northern Illinois. I'm going with the Blazers.
I'm also going UAB.
UAB.
Going UAB because they're the best team by far in their conference.
They are the best team in the CUSA.
Nope.
They won their conference championship.
Wrong.
Yeah, you're right. Old Dominion's the best team. Did MTSU beat a Power 5?
Last year.
Did they this year?
No.
All right.
We had numerous
Who did we beat
opportunities.
Michigan. Was that last
Missouri.
year? Or Missouri?
I was
That
gonna
was
say,
a
what
couple
the
years ago.
I don't know
They
what
did
I'm talking
Michigan.
about. This is why I should have just taken out.
I was trying to, but y'all.
You know why they beat
indexes.
Mich-
They made me
You know
get
why
up.
they beat
You had to
Missouri?
get up.
They beat Missouri last year because they didn't have the Doolander.
Well, they
We
beat
would have beat
Missouri
them by
'cause they're
more.
freaking hard.
Just
That's
saying,
why.
Missouri loses a good quarterback and gets an even better quarterback.
Oh,
That's just not correct.
Hey,
Kelly Bryant's good, but he's not better than Drew Lock.
Drew Lock is
watch. Missouri's going to be better than ever next year.
no
Mm.
fake news.
I don't know about that one. Chief.
Look, you also said I was wrong when I picked the Heisman, but
Yeah,
I was
I mean
right.
they're canceled, dude. Me and you both knew.
Y'all are both ignorant.
All right, now we got the DXL Frisco Bowl. The San Diego State Aztecs versus the Ohio Bobcats.
The Ohio
Yeah,
Bobcats.
the Ohio University. I'm just because my boy, I think Paul George, went to San Diego State.
No, he went to Fresno.
Oh no, my boy Kawhi.
Kawhi,
Kawhi, did I get that wrong?
I hate you.
I'm taking the Aztecs.
You're the worst. Ohio.
San Diego.
I'm going to Ohio, but I kind of want to go San Diego.
Oh, I need to make sure. Okay, yeah, San Diego.
I've already locked mine in as Ohio, but I'm going to San Diego.
You can change
You
it.
can change it.
All right, well, San Diego. Stay classy, San Diego. That's why.
It's San
San Francisco.
Well, guess what? They're in San Diego, so I gotta go San Diego. Can't
All
say
right.
stay classy, San Francisco.
You're
And
the
San
worst.
Francisco ain't playing.
We're a couple. Oh, this is probably the weirdest name yet. The Bad Boy Mowers Desperillo Bowl.
Ron, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't think nobody cares what the name of the bowls are.
It's just fun to say them at this point.
Bad boy.
If you can even say them right. Or
You
the
know what?
teams, Tulane.
The CUSA is better than the American Athletic Conference.
I don't like
True.
a team in the American. Oh, you're talking about.
This is a patriotic game though because it's Conference USA and the American Athletic Conference. So I give both of them credit, but we are Marshall. We'll beat the South Florida Bulls.
I'm going with South Florida.
Ignorant.
Catch that Coosa Thunder.
Y'all, I've never seen
The Thundering Herd.
Conference USA bias until I met y'all.
I'm going Marshall because my boy Randy Moss.
20, 30 years ago.
Yo, I wish I'd been at that
Legacies
Missouri
live
game.
on.
I wish I'd been at the MTSU over Missouri game so I could have done like SEC chants like being a dog. That's my favorite history is when I go to TCU games when we beat a SEC team. We're all chanting SEC.
Y'all didn't beat a whole lot of nobody this year.
Undefeated in the SEC.
This year?
We didn't play anybody in
Exactly.
the SEC.
Dumbass.
So undefeated.
No.
Just like Belmont University's undefeated in football. It's facts.
They don't have a football team. Don't hurt yourself.
I know they didn't. That's you can't be.
You never played, then
Ryan's
you're not
just an
undefeated.
idiot. Yeah, Ryan's,
You gotta
Ryan's
have
just
a
an
win
idiot.
to be undefeated.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. On to the next one. The Makers wanted Bahamas Bowl.
Coosa again.
I think this is our first matchup out of the country.
You know how dope this would be though? Just go
Who's
play in the
MTSU
Bahamas.
was in the Bahamas Bowl last year, and they were offering like packages to go to it. It was really, really tempting because it was cheap.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I need to go to the Bahamas.
You know what? It's the Florida International University Golden Panthers against the Toledo Rockets.
It just unsaved all my picks.
And I'm thinking about really, really considering Florida International just because of the conference. But something about people on their spaceships being space cadets makes me want to take the Toledo Rockets. So, they're going to be out of this world in the Bahamas.
That was the most homo thing you could have said.
I'm going Toledo. I ignored everything he said.
Once again, you're going to see that Coosa magic. FIU.
I'm going
Gross.
with the Panthers. They ain't black, but they're Panthers.
They're golden.
Well, they can't see my black fist I just held up. It's supposed to be a
Okay.
race thing. White folk.
I understand what the Black Panthers
No.
are. I'm
Next
saying
pick.
that they are the Golden
Next pick.
Panthers.
Alright. This is probably one of my favorite bowls. The famous Idaho Potato Bowl. I love potatoes.
You just like two kinds of potatoes. No.
Can
Yeah,
we
well,
just talk about that potatoes is like the greatest food of all time?
Oh, definitely. So many
It's
options.
just so versatile. Like you got
Chips,
you
fries.
got chips, you got fries, you got mashed potatoes, you
You
got
know,
sweet
even with
potatoes,
fries, you've got
baked
like,
potatoes.
First off, sweet potatoes are
shoestring
disgusting.
fries, steak cut fries, curly fries, crinkle cut fries. There's so many different
Scallop
fries.
potatoes.
Scallop
Best kind
mashed
of
potatoes.
potatoes is
Hash
twice
brown.
baked potatoes.
Yeah, twice baked potatoes. They're really good.
Greatest food.
Ever.
It's the goat of food.
If you had to pick one food to live off of,
Potatoes.
that's what to do because
No-brainer.
there's such a
Potatoes.
variety. May not be good for you, you know. You'd be just one big starch, but
I want to pick potato.
Goat.
I'm burning up.
It's the goat food.
Oh my! And Savannah's disappearing.
I just gotta step outside for a second because I'm dying.
Okay. Well, this is awkward. Alright, so everyone's going to hear all this noise, but we got the Western Michigan Broncos versus the BYU Cougars. Well, I'm just going to say, Western Michigan, and my boy Corey Davis come from there. So, I think they produced a good football team. So, Western Michigan, quite handily over the BYU Cougars.
I'm going with the Fighting Mormons.
What game are we on?
Oh my! The Western Michigan Broncos, BYU Cougars. Oh my!
Fame, which one too?
Western Michigan.
Going with the nerds.
Who's the nerds?
BYU.
He's going with the Mormons.
Okay. Alright, this one strikes close to home. Birmingham Bowl featuring the Memphis Tigers and Wake Forest Demon Deacons.
I have never heard them be called the Demon Deacons. I've never heard
Some
that.
people call them the Deeks. But
What do you hear them get called?
Nothing, just Wake Forest.
But M's up. Memphis.
Yep. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Yeah, I got Memphis too.
That's a Tennessee bias there too.
Yeah. 100%.
Alright.
Wake Forest is also garbage.
There's literally only one thing to pick here. The Lockheed
Facts.
Martin Armed Forces Bowl. We've got the Houston Cougars versus the Army Black Knights. Obviously Army for me.
Yep. Army.
Army.
First off, how's Army not ranked? You have multiple
I don't know.
3 lost teams in the top 25.
So say they're 10 and 2.
It's because they don't play nobody.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, who did
independent.
they lose to?
But granted, it's probably one of Oklahoma's best
Oklahoma
wins.
was one of them.
That's not a
Yeah.
bad loss.
And they
So
barely
I don't know
lost.
why they're not
They went
like
to
It was
overtime.
OT.
Yeah, they went to
Yeah.
overtime.
Oh, but yeah, I'm picking Army by the way.
But I mean, their wins probably wasn't that quality though.
I'm gonna see if I can check it real quick. Or
Alright.
Alright.
We got the Dollar General Bowl, which is about how much I would pay to watch this game. The Buffalo Bulls and the Troy Trojans. So both these have the same BBs and TTs. That's just stupid. I wish I hadn't said that.
Oh, it's out there forever now.
Might delete later. I'm going to take the Buffalo Bulls. Anyone that can take that cold can win a football game.
These Trojans don't bust under pressure.
Oh, crap. I forgot about
Yep.
that. Sometimes you got to grab life by the horns.
That's
Or
right.
grab a rose by its thorns. Thanks, Peter.
I hate you.
It took me a second to even know what you were talking about there, but
You're canceled.
yeah, I think the Trojans will pull this one out.
At what, who you got? Make a joke.
Not the Trojans you were expecting.
I'm still looking at Army stuff.
Oh my!
Just
pick,
make a- just
pick
make
the
a pick.
game.
Just make a
Bills, because they.
Well, that's-
The Bulls.
The Bills ain't in the game.
So, yeah,
The
you're
Bills
good.
would definitely win.
I don't know.
The Bulls, because they my boy Khalil Mack came from.
I've seen him play in person.
Where at?
Buffalo played Tennessee when he was there.
Oh,
All right, so this is kind of an unfair advantage for Hawaii as they host Louisiana Tech Bulldogs in the Sophie Hawaii Bowl. So it's a home game.
Yep.
The Rainbow Warriors are going to get it done.
Yep. We're going Hawaii.
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 That's a really unfair advantage.
It is.
Ooh. This combines two of my favorite things, football and the police. The Surf Pro First Responder Bowl features the Boston College Eagles
You're so
versus,
canceled.
Canceled.
versus the Boise State Broncos.
You almost said Bulldogs.
You know what? I think Boise State's overrated. So,
I think you're over.
Boston College. Let's go Catholics.
I say Catholic too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, I'm going Boise State.
I
I picked them anyway, but
Yeah, especially now you find out Boston College is a Catholic school.
yeah, they like
really
to
makes
touch-
you sway your decision towards Boise.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Which-
I got Boise even without their blue field.
I don't see how Boston College ain't got one of the best defenses. Since they're Catholic, you know they'd like to touch boys. So they'd be great at tackling.
All right, on to the next one.
We're going to get Ryan triggered.
We got the Quick Lane Bowl featuring the Minnesota Golden Gophers versus the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
Hold on. Is Paul Johnson coaching this game?
No clue. Let's look it up.
'Cause that makes a big difference in who I pick.
I think he was because I think he's resigning at the end of the
Yeah,
season.
he's retiring.
Yeah,
If he's just retiring,
he's
you would
playing
think
one
he
more.
would.
I think actually that will help Georgia Tech win because they'll want to give them that last win.
Yep. I was originally going to take Minnesota, but I'm taking Georgia Tech.
Savannah?
Georgia Tech.
It's hard not to pick a Golden Gopher, but I gotta go Georgia Tech.
They aren't rowing the boats.
Well, you've got an opportunity to pick another golden animal, as the Cheez-It Bowl features the California Golden Bears versus probably should be national champions, honestly, the TCU Horned Frogs.
6-6. National champions.
I don't know about it.
Well, I'm taking. You already know who I'm taking.
Gary, who?
The 2020 national
Don't come for
champions,
Gary.
TCU Horned Frogs.
Yeah, I'm going Cal. Ron, you want to make a bet on that 2020 national champions though?
No. I just want to say, last time we played in a bowl that was this trash, one of the teams made it to the college football championship game. Granted, it was Georgia, so. But TCU's going to do it this time. All right.
Nope, I got Cal.
So who you got?
TCU.
Okay.
Golden Bears.
I'm picking Cal solely just because they got Vic Wharton. And
Yeah,
he's from Tennessee.
I mean, TCU's just garbage in
But
general.
that too.
No, we're not. Anyways, we got the Walk-Ons Independence Bowl. Who comes up with
What?
this? For real.
Maybe a bunch of
They
walk-ons,
just
okay?
honoring the walk-ons. They have a club.
They're
They're like,
people too, okay?
we didn't get our scholarships, so
Bro, Ryan Slick has a hair that's like 5 inches long. It's just sticky.
Okay. Well, I'm slick gonna make this pick. Temple Owls, because the Owls are just dominant in every sport, every school.
That's just untrue.
Very untrue.
I'm going to go with my boy Cutcliffe and the Blue Devils. Go Vols.
I'm gonna go Temple because
They just
You
lost their
can't-
coach.
they just hired Miami's defensive coordinator. So
God, yeah, they're definitely losing.
go Temple.
They're definitely losing.
Also, you can't pick the Devils. That's you'll go to hell.
I just did. I'll see y'all there.
That part is there. I don't know if they're a Christian school, but they're some type of religious school.
They probably are.
I don't know. Duke.
Duke.
But let's see. As much as that hiring Miami's coach makes me want to pick Duke, I'll never pick Duke for anything in my life. Blue Devils. Go Temple.
Kentucky bias.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've heard of Coosa bias. Have you heard of Kentucky bias? Okay.
How does it feel
Boys.
that, even in y'all's best football season and, forever, Tennessee still beat y'all, and we're going to dick y'all down twice in basketball?
And then losing the
No, we're going to see.
SEC championship like always. I mean, I'm not.
Y'all got to make it to the SEC championship first.
Oh, we will.
Y'all garbage.
We done lost a guard who was sorry, so we're good.
Y'all ain't going to beat Auburn.
Y'all ain't gonna beat Auburn.
Y'all
Auburn.
definitely ain't going to beat Auburn.
Why?
I don't give
Bro,
a damn about basketball. Let's move on.
You should, because we're number 3 in the country.
So,
Overrated.
Overrated my ass.
Beat Kansas then,
We just beat the number 1 team in the country.
but it wasn't Kansas.
We lost to Kansas in overtime.
First off,
y'all
Kansas-
lost to Duke by 100.
Kansas should have.
By how much?
Not literally, but it was a lot.
It was like 30.
It was a ton.
Like they need
It
to
was a
cancel
lot.
their
It was a
basketball
lot.
program.
Kansas should have been number 1 all year. Well, after Duke's loss. Because they got jumped. Gonzaga's always overrated. I don't care what you say.
They might be, but they beat the number 1 team in the country.
I don't even know where that is.
It's
California.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I only hear about
Gonzaga?
it.
False.
It's
It's
in
in Spokane, Washington.
It's in. I know.
The only
Oh,
time
okay.
I ever hear about that is during basketball, and I'm like, who are these?
Because
Who are these
they're not
people?
even Division 1 in anything else.
they're a mid-major school.
Yeah. Like, they're literally only D1 and...
I don't think they're they're still a mid-major program in basketball.
Yeah, but I mean, they're
But like
a
basketball has a
dominant-
lot more D1.
Oh,
Anyways, where are we at?
All right, a rematch of last year's bowl game.
did they play last year?
Yeah, we have the Miami Hurricanes and the Wisconsin Badgers.
The
It's
what? Hold on, say it again.
Wisconsin Badgers.
Okay, sound like you said a little different first time.
Get your ears open.
Ears open, cowboy.
I'm gonna take the Badgers.
Do not play that song.
JK. I will take the U, just because.
You're the worst.
Just because
It's only okay
Wisconsin's
if
not
you
got a
only
good
play
quarterback.
Greg Olson's part.
Wisconsin's not got a good quarterback,
Oh, I didn't
and the
think
U
about
is
that
going
song.
to be
I was
throwing the
playing
turnover
the
chain.
Uncle Luke song.
Was
All right,
that
so
name
who you
Vincent
got?
Ryan's pick?
Go
Oh,
damn Badgers.
So who you got?
Oh, let him go.
Atwood, who you got?
Oh, man, this is going to be terrible what she picks. We'll go with my boy Jonathan Taylor and them Badgers.
No, Horny Brook.
Oh my god. Savannah, hurry up.
Okay.
Well, I know you're going to pick a bunch of Negro convicts.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like Camp F-word.
What's your name? G-Reg. What you do? Get hit. How you drop my drawers and let her see my third leg? Chilling on the 7th floor. I gotta let these chickens know. Big Greg is in the house and I'm finna make these hoes choke. On my balls, on my dick, then I bust a nut quick. On the face, on the chest, stick my dick between the breasts. Come on, fellas, let's get weird. Stick your dick up in the ear. While I'm laughing at these guys, a second nut all in the eyes. That's how we do it, son. In the eyes.
That got explicit
Does
quick.
that answer your question?
Yep, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
So you.
I'm still picking Wisconsin. But that is like most
like
iconic
one of-
verse of all time.
That's
Many
one of the
rap
hardest
song.
things to like happen in football history.
Yeah, because their football team ain't ever hard.
Not
Okay,
anymore.
talk about the 80s.
Hey,
man.
we are not
Not-
talking. We're talking about from.
At least I said not anymore.
No,
I'll give you
thank
some
I was
credit.
gonna say the 80s. They dominated the 80s.
Of course, when
Anyways.
everybody else was still scouting white people, they're like, let's go get these thugs.
Who are you a fan of?
We don't have thugs.
Y'all ain't got
Granted-
nobody. Garbage.
The only reason they're like, hey,
Big
let's go.
facts.
They're like, let's go get these people who got shanks. That's the only reason they won back in the 80s. They run down the field, stab some people.
Okay, on to the next game of two private universities.
Y'all already know who I'm picking.
We have the Baylor Bears, who, for any Tennessee fan, is without Jalen Hurd this game due to an injury.
He's
Oh.
hurt.
Facing the Vanderbilt Commodores in the Academy Sports and Outdoors Texas Bowl. So while it might be a home game, Vanderbilt is projected the favorite, but the Big 12 dominance will prevail. Baylor Bears.
Y'all know who I'm picking. Vanderbilt. Sorry.
I honestly didn't know who you was picking.
Baylor.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to go with them Tennessee boys.
Oh my god.
Okay, Baylor. You know, a few years ago, whatever, they were like pretty good, and then just like the very next season, they just went to complete
Yeah, because
shit.
they lost all those
And then they
scholarships
stayed
and everybody
there.
left.
So they're just complete shit. And although Vandy is also complete shit, I think they're better than Baylor.
No, go Baylor.
I don't want to pick Baylor if I knew my dude Jalen Hurd was playing. Best recruit ever, except in the state of Tennessee. Up. Oh, what? But I'm still
Tennessee
going
didn't
Baylor.
have nothing to do with it. It was Bush Jones.
Well, hey,
I ain't
that's
got no
his
hard
fault.
feelings to Jalen Hurd.
All right. Well,
Jalen Hurd, he would have been drafted as a running back. He's probably about to get drafted as a receiver also.
All right, well, this game's going to be close to home.
He's gonna pull that Tannehill.
Shut the...
Be garbage.
My boy.
We got the Purdue Boilermakers versus the Auburn Tigers in the Franklin American Mortgage Music City Bowl.
Y'all trying to go hit up this game?
No. I've got Purdue. Jeff Brom.
It just means more, bro.
Well, it might mean more, but it means less.
I'm also going Purdue.
So
I feel like it's easy Auburn, but y'all got faith in Purdue, so.
The only reason I'm saying Purdue is because, like, you never know what
That's
Auburn
true.
team is going to show up. So,
I'm going Auburn.
all right. Now we got a couple good games.
Is it really good? Because West Virginia is not starting their quarterback.
Yeah, without Will Greer. We have the Camping World Bowl, which at least sounds somewhat professional.
I feel like half the time they just forget names and just come up with two random. Camping Bowl, let's go.
We have the West Virginia
At the
Mountaineers
Camping World Stadium.
and the Syracuse Orange.
Wasn't even that. Oh, Orlando.
Even without Will Greer, I think that West Virginia has more talent, but Dungy is a good quarterback. I mean, probably top 5 in the country. Not. West Virginia Mountaineers by 35.
can I have whatever you're smoking?
Well,
I'm going with the orange.
they're country roads.
Nope. Without Will Greer. Because Syracuse is a pretty good team. I mean, they played Clemson close. They really should have beat Clemson, honestly.
Has West Virginia's backup quarterback even seen a snap where they wouldn't?
Not a meaningful snap, no.
Yeah, country roads, take me home.
Nope.
I'm going with the Cuse, baby.
Okay.
Get your phone. We're trying to pick.
I ain't on my phone. Alright, we got the Valera Alamo Bowl, which is home to one of the greatest comebacks of all time when TCU came back from 31 down.
They actually won the game.
Who's remembering that?
I remember because you told me about it a lot.
Shut the heck up.
Nobody really cares, though.
We have the Iowa State Cyclones versus the Washington State Cougars. This is going to come across as Big 12 bias, but I think that Campbell is going to get the job done over Leach. And the games that I've watched of Washington State this year, they actually did not look as impressive as the numbers might seem. So I'm taking Iowa State.
You know the only numbers that matter to me?
So
10 and 2.
10 and 2, yep.
Go Cougs!
Yeah, Washington State's gonna whoop that ass.
Gotta go
Big.
Mike Leach. Gotta go Mike Leach. Plus he had his little fake stash on.
Mike Leach is one of the best coaches in the country.
no, he's not.
Yes.
Gary is.
Gary who?
Gary is a good coach.
Who went to
But
Tech?
he can't recruit shit at TCU.
Who went to Tech?
Because
Garbage
no one
school.
wants to go to
Exactly.
That's not even his
If
fault.
you're gonna go to school in Texas, who says, "Oh shit, let me go to TCU"? No,
You're going to A&M or
You're
Texas.
yeah.
Well, now it's Jim. Everybody want to go play for Jimbo. You just say it with a country. Jimbo, what up, Coach Jimbo?
Their tight ends coach they just hired, his name was like Joe John, and then his last name like that's as Texas as you can get.
Wait, his last name ain't John?
No.
So it's Joe John last
Joe John last name.
Oh my goodness.
All right, well, everybody loves Chick-fil-A. We got the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, another bowl that TCU was in recently, and
Nobody cares.
won.
Nobody cares.
We got the.
Not even.
This is kind of an overrated matchup. We got the number 10 Florida Gators and the number 7 Michigan Wolverines. I'm gonna take Michigan, but low-key probably not even gonna watch this game.
I'm also going Michigan. You know why? Because Florida.
All right, so So who you got? Because that was very violent.
I got Michigan. Florida's overrated.
As Ryan was saying, as much as both of these teams are overrated, I'm going to go Michigan.
Okay.
Plus, I mean, Florida lost Kentucky, so they're garbage.
Let's go on to the Belk Bowl. Who even knew that Belk still existed?
I shopped at Belk for a long ass time today.
There's one in Cookville that's
like,
just now opening up.
We spent a lot of money in there.
Low key, y'all need to go follow the Belk Bowl on Twitter.
Are they funny?
Yes.
I love those random accounts that you're like, who's ever heard of this? But
it's the South Carolina Gamecocks. Just because everybody thought that South Carolina was going to be good this season, I'm taking the Virginia Cavaliers.
I still don't understand where that came from, where everybody thought South Carolina was all of a sudden going to challenge Georgia, but I'm still going to pick them in this game. It was Virginia's ass.
yes, they're better than Virginia. I got South Carolina.
No, I'm going UVA.
All right.
Well, you're wrong.
Nah.
Time for the Nova Home Loans Arizona Bowl in Tucson, Arizona.
They're the Wolfpack. You got to pick them just because you're on a team that's called the Wolfpack.
Yeah.
Kaepernick,
yep. Arkansas State Red Wolves versus Nevada Wolfpack. I'm actually going to take Arkansas State because they have a former TCU player.
Smart move. I'm going with the Red Wolves also.
I don't know anything about these teams. Yeah, I'll take Nevada. They both got badass logos though.
I really want Arkansas State to win, but I mean, my boy Kaepernick, I got to take a knee for him, but I'm still going Arkansas State.
He's not even a good quarterback.
All right, well we're gonna skip
Like I don't care what he does as far as kneeing for the anthem, but he's not even a good quarterback.
He kind of had been benched before all that happened.
He had 1 or 2 seasons where he was good, but
we're gonna skip the 2 playoff matchups and come back to them at the end, which makes us go on to a bowl that's quite funnily named for what he just said. The Military Bowl. The Cincinnati Bearcats versus the Virginia Tech Hokies.
They ain't got nothing to do with the military.
And just because they're 6-6, and one of our loyal listeners, or probably never listened, E.C. Denton is a fan, I'm taking the Bearcats.
I'm taking the Hokies. I think Fuente gets it done.
Savannah, who you got?
Plus Butch coached at Cincinnati, so.
Cincinnati. I'll be back.
Virginia Tech lost to Old Dominion. Cincinnati produced arguably the best tight end in the game right now. Plays Travis Kelce. Don't look at me like it. I said arguably one of the best. Who's better?
George Kittle. You see what he did Sunday? You see what he did Sunday? 7 catches, 210 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Blind Squirrel's nugget down.
You want to see his stats all season? Most consistent tight end in the game.
I'm going Bearcats.
You know who's a better tight end? My boy,
He ain't your boy if you gotta think about his name.
Jonnu Smith. Savage. I don't even know where he played college at, though.
Isn't he garbage?
He's kind of trash. Jonnu, if you're listening, I love you, man.
He's gonna find us.
You suck. I don't even know where he played college.
Who cares?
I'm just trying to stall until Savannah gets back, honestly. Huh?
What team's he on?
The Titans.
And Savannah's back.
He's on the IR though. So.
I'm not really back. What game is it?
Alright, the next game we have the Stanford Cardinal versus the Pittsburgh Panthers.
I got the trees.
Alright.
You got weed?
It's
Nice.
it's the Hyundai Sun Bowl, and plants do need sun to live. So I'm taking the Stanford Cardinal, which logo is a tree.
I'm taking the trees also.
Hopefully my boy Noah Henderson gets a scholarship to Stanford. Repping CPA. Gotta go trees.
I can't pick Pitt because they produced
Larry Fitzgerald?
Hall of Famers like Nathan Peterman.
They also produced...
but they did also produce one of the best quarterbacks of all time. Like, actual best quarterbacks of all time.
And James Conner.
Yeah, him too.
Yeah. Aaron Donald?
Larry Fitzgerald,
The
as
guy
he
I
already
was
said.
talking about was a little farther back, but
Who?
Marino.
He went there?
Yeah.
I thought he went to Notre Dame.
Nope. He was a Pittsburgh Panther.
I'm not believing it.
Pittsburgh Panther. He's my favorite, like...
Oh,
player
is
of all
it Joe
time.
Montana that went to...
I don't care. Where
You mean Joe Montana?
Wait, hold on.
He did, Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, look at his religion. You might hate him after that.
Nope. He's the GOAT.
What's his religion?
Catholic.
The school he went to was called Central Catholic.
Which is kind of funny because Manti Te'o was not Catholic. He was actually Mormon.
Yeah, it doesn't mean he's
Really?
Catholic. Yeah. Marino's the GOAT, though, if you ask me.
I ain't trying to be racist. Are Muscle Lions Mormon?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, Mormon, like, think BYU, like Midwest. Bryce Harper, actually?
Yeah, I know he's Mormon.
Okay, so we got to stall for a minute before Savannah gets back. But the Red Box Bowl features Michigan State Spartans versus the Oregon Ducks. It's two teams that maybe we could talk about for a second of teams that have been in the playoff but are kind of trash. So, why you think that they're trash?
Because old Chip Kelly left Oregon.
And
which I
UCLA's
think-
no better.
But I think him leaving Oregon was, like, the biggest mistake he's ever made.
oh yeah,
Because, like, he had to know with the system he runs that he's not going to be a successful coach in the NFL. Like, it's just not something that works.
oh yeah. It's almost kind of like, which Harbaugh did make a Super Bowl, but I almost wonder how good Stanford would be if Harbaugh had stayed at Stanford. Because,
I mean, the guy they got now is pretty good, too. Oh, David Shaw.
yeah, Derek Mason was a savage for him. And now he's trashing
He
it
was
up.
the defensive coordinator there, wasn't
Yeah. All right, so Savannah's back. So we got the Michigan State Spartans and the Oregon Ducks. I'm taking the Oregon Ducks because their uniforms are just going to be so flashy that they blind the Michigan State Spartans. And first off, Michigan State sucks. So
he? Facts.
speed kills.
Yeah, I'm also going Oregon.
Yeah, I like Oregon, but I got Oregon.
You don't like Oregon?
No.
Why? Is there a reason?
I don't know. It's just a gut feeling, you know? Sometimes you see a team and you're just like,
Fair enough.
fuck them. But,
That was an unnecessary one.
Nope.
well, that's just how I feel. So.
There's not many opportunities for it in this episode, so we gotta squeeze them in whenever we get a chance.
Pause. All right, that one who you got?
I used to work for the founder of Nike, so I got roll with Oregon.
Okay.
It's in my blood.
Well, this is going to be a low-scoring matchup. The AutoZone Liberty Bowl features 6-6 Oklahoma State and number 23 Missouri Tigers, who are 8-4
Y'all trying to roll up to this game?
Where's that at?
It's in
in
Memphis.
Memphis.
I'd go to that game.
You trying to get shot?
We went to that game 2 years ago.
I'd go to that game.
I love how Ryan said, "Oh, like it's like you
I
know
might
it's
actually
not a
go to
dangerous
this
sport."
game. We could
That-
try and
that
find
would be
plans.
lit.
We'll see if it's got cheap tickets.
When is it?
December
December
31st.
Well, then we can just drive up there and then come right back and get drunk.
Oh,
Come right, but you make it sound like it's like a 30-minute drive. Just
It probably
come right
is. Is it?
It's
No, it's
back.
like a
It's
3-hour drive.
I wasn't talking about that. I was talking
Y'all
about
can take
the
a nap. I'll
time.
drive. Don't worry.
3:45.
I'd be more afraid if you drive.
It's a 2:45 kickoff. I mean, that really wouldn't be
All
that
the
bad.
time, my driving is bad
No.
if I don't have my glasses.
I
mean,
might do it.
If you
It
think
is
about it,
fixing.
it's a 2:45 kickoff. If the game lasted, we'd get back like what, 9, 10 o'clock probably.
Might check later.
It's not like we'd start drinking before then, anyways.
Yeah.
I
We
might
can
be
do
a
it.
day drinker
Solid,
that day.
solid
Okay.
thinking about it.
Yep.
Okay, I'm taking the Missouri Tigers. Points will be scored, and they're going to end up with a couple more, I think.
I'm gonna go with the Pokes because their offensive coordinator might be,
Guns up.
might be our new one. So, yep, guns up.
If I go to this, I'm definitely rooting for the Pokes, but
Yeah, I'm picking Missouri though. Just I feel like that's the more solid pick.
You're probably right, but
I'm gonna say Mizzou by 14.
I mean that's a solid pick probably.
Final score's gonna be like 87.
yeah, I mean I'm not arguing with y'all for picking Missouri. The Doolander's an offensive genius.
Oh, here we go. This is a name.
He needs some bright yellow pants like he wore those orange ones at Tennessee.
That'd be disgusting. We got the San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl.
Oh
That is just
That's
too
a mouthful.
much.
Northwestern Wildcats number 22 versus number 17 Utah Utes. I'm gonna take Northwestern because they, even though they lost pretty handily, they proved a lot against Ohio State to me. So I think that they're better than Utah.
I'm going with the Utes.
Utes.
I just love that name, Utes. You gotta go with the Utes.
I was about to say you gotta pick them. That's
All right,
really
you're
the
canceled.
only reason. The Utes.
Northwestern they breed men, but they ain't no Utes. By God.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of people that breed men and don't have cheerleaders, we got the number 19 Texas A&M Aggies versus North Carolina State Wolfpack.
Nope.
Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. By the way.
A&M does not have women cheerleaders.
They don't
Yeah,
have
they
cheer.
don't.
They don't. That's a downside to the A&M. Like, as a recruit, you know, you're like,
I feel like there's plenty of other.
Hey, where the
attractive-
shawties
what do you
right
gotta do
there?
like hot girls say?
All you gotta do is just get your fix, go on a recruiting visit to Louisville. You got it made.
Arkansas will be mad. Did y'all see where their players got suspended because they was macking on the dance team for the team they were playing? They got suspended from the game because they
Oh my god.
He just wanted some cutty cutty.
Oh my god. Alright, we got the... Okay, I already said the name. I'm taking the A&M. It just means more.
Gig 'em.
Yeah, it just means more easy.
I haven't even picked that many SEC teams to win. I think I've picked against all of them actually.
I gotta roll with my boy Jimbo.
We're fighting Jimbos.
Alright, so I joked about some other games being boring. This might be the most boring game of
There's
them all.
going to be like a combined 17 points scored.
And that's if they get in a shootout.
Why is this a January 1st game?
Don't
Well, it's
ask.
just like
Probably because they want to get over as quick as possible.
We have...
well, that's a
I thought
a
it
later
used to
bowl.
be like the new,
Well-
like the better bowls were in January.
Well, like the bigger ones are like New Year's
Yeah.
6. Like that is on New Year's Day, but it's not part of the New Year's 6.
After this one, we've got the good ones.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say, what the hell?
We've got the number 18 Mississippi State Bulldogs versus Iowa Hawkeyes.
See, they're 8-4 and they're ranked. We have Army that's 10-2 and not ranked. It's garbage.
I did look at their schedule. Like the strongest
Was it
team
weak?
they had their two losses was Duke when Duke was good, and then Oklahoma. But other than that, their hardest team was maybe Colgate.
And I mean, they barely beat.
Who?
Like I know it's a rivalry game, but Navy only won 3 games or 2 games, and they only beat them by 10. So
I thought it was 17-10. That was on 7.
I thought it might have been. I thought it was 17-7.
I'm going to take
Not
the
that
team
important.
that's built for this. I'm taking Iowa.
Wrong.
How are they built for this?
Go Dogs.
They control.
Mississippi
No,
State.
wrong. Go Dogs.
Got roll with my boy Nick Fitzgerald
And plus,
at Mississippi State. I mean, they've got, if I ain't mistaken, the leading rusher in the SEC with their running back. And
I don't feel like. Oh, they may because they can't pass the ball worth a shit.
I mean, look, yeah, their quarterbacks are
Nick
one of the
Fitzgerald.
leading rushers.
You know, he was a triple option quarterback like out of high school. That's what his high school ran. And Mississippi State's like the only Power 5 that offered him.
Oh my god. Atwood, you're about to be excited.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. We got the VRBO Citrus Bowl featuring number 14 Kentucky Wildcats.
Hey, shout out VRBO though. They give me some cheap deals on
What is that?
What-
condos.
What's VRBO?
That's-
Oh, like
that's
I
how
guess
you
when they
can
went to
rent-
Florida.
You rent It's essentially the same thing as
Like Airbnb.
Airbnb.
Okay.
Kentucky
But
is
it's usually
I
more
heard
like
that stuff
condos
is,
and cabins and stuff.
I heard that stuff is expensive, like Airbnbs.
This is
it
cheap.
just depends.
Oh.
Kentucky is playing Penn State Nittany Lions.
Penn State's favorite, of course.
Obviously, and they should be because I'm taking Penn State.
Yeah.
Kentucky's just not built for
Of course,
this.
yeah, you would pick a team like touching little.
I've been on the Kentucky bandwagon all year, but I just can't.
All y'all picking teams with touching little boys.
Can't do it this week. I'm going with my boy James Franklin.
Yeah, I got the Nittany Lions.
Y'all all wrong again.
The better cat.
The hell is it? A Nittany lion? No.
What's a lion?
Don't question it.
Just okay.
I'm going with my Wildcats. Benny Snell's gonna show up to play. Josh Allen, best pass rusher in the nation. Stats prove it. Just
I'm not gonna argue with that.
and he ain't a bum like Will Greer and sitting out.
Still don't lose.
No. At least we made it to a good bowl game. What are y'all in? The Barney Bowl?
And basically,
You
we're
big
purple.
bitches.
Speaking of a purple team, we have the PlayStation Fiesta Bowl,
Hey.
an actual game system. That features the number 11 LSU Tigers facing should-be national champions UCF Knights. You know what? I've been calling them my national champs all year. UCF's got one more in them.
Go Tigers.
Yeah, go Tigers.
LSU.
This is it for UCF.
LSU
Streak
big.
is over.
It's over this game. I thought LSU was the truth at the beginning of this season, so I still got a little bit of faith in them.
I got LSU by
LSU's gonna win.
at least 3
Yes.
scores.
Wrong.
At least.
They should have lost to Memphis if that game wasn't handed to them.
Whatever. Whatevs. Y'all wrong.
Okay, cool. Hook 'em.
Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. Not I don't know. Alright, the Rose Bowl game features stuff that roses symbolize love. Well, this is a nice matchup. Number 6, Ohio State. Number 9, Washington Huskies.
Okay, that was good.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Ohio State because probably one of the best quarterbacks in the country.
Is Jake Browning playing?
I mean, first of all,
It don't matter. Haskins is great.
No,
First
I was
of
just
all-
saying. I didn't know.
Ohio State.
that's first things first.
I appreciate that.
And I'm picking Washington, in case anybody had any questions about that.
I gotta go Ohio State, but
Nope.
still,
Nope.
middle fingers up to them.
Nope.
I just think that they're better than Washington.
Urban Meyer's GOAT. Dwayne Haskins GOAT. Ohio State GOAT.
Urban Meyer,
The Ohio State.
sketchy.
Big.
Ohio State, trash.
The Ohio State's big. They,
Okay.
they got cheated out of the playoffs. They should have been
Okay,
number
Jamal.
Cheated out of the playoffs.
They should have been number 4.
They got kicked down by Purdue.
Everybody loses
You
one.
can't get it.
You can't lose that bad to Purdue and
Who?
make it into the college football playoffs.
They
No.
should have been over Notre Dame.
But okay. I'm
If
not
you're
saying
picking-
I'm not saying that I disagree.
But if you're going to say a loss, Notre Dame had no
But
losses.
Notre Dame is undefeated, and Oklahoma's one loss was to Texas on a neutral field, who then they turned around and beat on a neutral field, and it basically canceled out that loss. So Ohio State.
Yup.
They're the GOAT.
Retweet.
Okay, just because I'm tired of
And
Lincoln's-
Urban Meyer's he's got to get a dub on his last game.
That ain't his last game. He's
Yeah.
coming
It's
back.
the last game at the Ohio State.
He'll be at the Trojans, I guarantee it.
I'm calling it. USC's gonna fire Clay Helton. Urban Meyer's gonna take the job.
Health problems, dude.
I'll be so torn.
Health problems.
I
I
love,
won't. I don't even like USC.
I love USC, but I hate Urban Meyer.
What if he goes
As
to?
I'm wearing a Fight On USC shirt.
What if he goes to Miami?
I'd kill myself.
That's
That's the only option.
It's fun.
I think
you
Mark-
say you're tired of Christian boy Mark Richt.
Mark Rick will be.
Okay, I don't ask for somebody that's
Mark
like
Rick will be at
sketchy as
Miami until
hell.
he decides to retire. You might as well just accept that. Yes, he will.
Speaking of,
Just kidding.
Oof.
Bleep that.
No.
I'm not trying to have
That's
like
a
the
man of
FBI bust up in here.
the man of the Lord.
All right, speaking of the Mark Richt hire, two coaches that were hired in the same cycle, Tom Herman and Kirby Smart, are facing off in the All-State Sugar Bowl. In Texas, number 15 is a lot lower ranked than number 5 Georgia Bulldogs. But
oh my gosh, 92% Georgia.
First off,
I'm taking the Longhorns. Okay, cool, Hooker. Whatever you guys say, on to the next one.
why couldn't they have picked like a better matchup rather than 5 and 15?
A lot of
Big
people
12,
wanted it to be
SEC.
Georgia and UCF, which I feel like would have, like, that's what they should have picked, I think. Anyways, Texas is not forever anymore. Go Dogs.
It just means more. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
All right. Which brings us back to the playoffs. We all want to start with 4-1 or 3-2.
3-2.
3-2.
All right.
Where those at? Found them.
We got the Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on the Clemson Tigers in the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic in Arlington, Texas.
The ones who once assaulted will now be assaulted.
Dang.
That's all
Okay,
I'm
I'm
saying.
taking Clemson.
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 Clemson's gonna assault
As much
them.
as I want to
They're
take
gonna-
I gotta go.
They
Clemson.
are. Raw. Just like they're. No, I'm not gonna say.
Okay.
Nope.
On to the next game.
I'll stop.
The Capital One Orange Bowl in Miami features the Oklahoma Sooners and the Alabama Crimson Tide. While I think that Tua and the rest of Alabama are going to be mad that Kyler won, deservedly won the Heisman.
I don't know, my boy Dwayne.
No.
He did go to.
Kyler's going to prove why he was the greatest in the country, and he's going to win this game.
Tua might not even play.
Because he's a Tua bit of a bitch. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure he broke his ankle.
Broke his ankle. Okay, on to the next one. Robbie, who you got?
Hold on. Sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, F Alabama, but I got Alabama. I'll be nice.
Oh my god. This
Robbie's trying to show something, but I don't know what it is.
I'm going Bama. Right, I hope you know what they were saying.
Oh,
At first, I couldn't even really make out what they were saying.
I don't
After
think they
this-
could hear it, so I'm just leaving it.
Okay, after this, I'll let y'all actually listen
It
to
wasn't
it.
us saying it, so who cares?
Yeah.
But my boy Kyler's gonna be doing the Heisman on them hoes in the end zone a lot.
You should have heard that when
Let me
doing
just
the
say
Ohio
that-
State game. Heisman.
I would love for Oklahoma to beat Alabama,
No, well, you're gonna love it then, because it's gonna happen.
but I
'Cause
just don't think it's going to
You know what it
happen.
sounds like when Kyler throws the ball? Heisman. Every time. And when he throws a touchdown, he goes, Heisman, ho.
I don't think it does.
It does.
Alright, so I'm going to preface this by saying the week before the New Year's Six Bowls, we'll do another one and we'll reflect on if we still feel as confident about our picks. But let's discuss the College Football National Championship game real quick. This is the winner of the 3-2 versus the
This means
1-4.
Clemson versus Alabama.
Yeah, I know. Well, not for me. I've got Clemson.
I'm saying what's the truth, though.
Yeah.
The truth is,
I think
Clemson
the winner
versus
of
Oklahoma.
Alabama.
I think the winner of Alabama Oklahoma definitely is the winner.
I do think that is a good statement that the winner of 1-4 will win it.
I got Clemson still.
But this means that I think the champion is going to be Oklahoma. I don't think that Clemson is that good.
Clemson's pretty damn good.
I think Clemson is really good, but I just don't think that they can score enough points to keep up with Bama or Georgia or Bama or Oklahoma.
So you got Alabama.
I got Alabama.
I got Oklahoma.
I think Clemson can overcome Alabama's defense. So
You got Clemson.
I got Clemson.
as many Heisman hoes as Kyler's gonna throw, is Trevor Lawrence is still gonna get that dub.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Because every time, like I said, every time Kyler throws a touchdown, it goes Heisman hoe.
I got that. I understood that part, but all you talked for like 2 weeks now about riding Kyler Murray's dick, and then you're not even gonna pick them.
Championship, I picked Clemson. So
you're so damn wishy-washy.
So no, the Ohio State game.
Yes, you are.
Because Ohio State, he was like, who are they playing?
Northwestern.
He's like, oh, it's my boys, Northwestern. And then 2 seconds later, like,
oh, go Ohio State.
OHO.
Hey, my boy, Dwayne Haskins.
All right.
He's gonna go pro. Give him a Super Bowl ring, rookie year.
Not happening. All right. So do we have anything else to talk about? We can do another podcast maybe next week or in 2 weeks to kind of see what has been going on, or if any other news has been cracked regarding the games that might make us change our picks. But as of right now, that's all I got. Anyone else got anything?
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna take the silence as nothing. As always, follow us at
Me and Ryan did pick the Heisman right. Just clarify that.
Yep. Which means
Tua.
okay.
Pussy ass bitch.
Damn.
Alright, so
Hawaiian hoe.
so I'm gonna take
Soft sorry shit.
okay, on to someone else. Dang, I completely. Oh, okay. Follow us at PodBois_podcast. And be on the lookout for. I will be tweeting a link to the.
Pick 'em.
Yeah, to our pick'em. Like I said.
In the tweet is going to be #Tua's a bitch. That's
not going to be it. If you have the highest pick count, you can jump on a pod. Whichever one you want. Alright, that's all I got. So I'm going to wrap it up for us.
PodBois.
Out!
First place.
I started out